Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you the best and most fun maps in Descenders. But first, let me tell you a little bit about the game. This is a really fun mountain biking game, but it's not only limited to mountain biking. You can ride skate parks, create them, and more. You can also customize your character like I have done. You can do this by going into the shed. Now you can go into the shed by manually riding into it and it's behind that sign, or you could just open up your menu and click the shed. Okay, now let's start. So the most fun bike park in this game for me is Stoker Bike Park. You can find it by opening your menu, clicking Ride, clicking Bike Parks, and then selecting Stoker Bike Park. Now this map has 4 trails, but I will only be covering 2. The 2 I will be covering is Whiplash, which I just passed, and Locomotive, which is over there. This one here. It is called Whiplash. Now Whiplash has huge jumps, so be careful not to jump on the ramp. You should just ride the ramp smoothly like I'm doing right now. After a while you'll get this line down and it won't be as complicated, but it'll still be not super easy. I have done this many times and I still mess up. Like right here. Okay, now we're moving on to my second favorite trail in Stoker. This trail is called Locomotive. Now after a couple runs through it, you can ride it super smoothly. This trail is not as complicated as Whiplash, but it still isn't that easy for beginners or people that are not advanced at the game yet. I recommend you ride this trail slowly a couple times before you full send it, because this trail has sharp and surprising twists and turns. After a couple runs through the track, full send it and try until you finish it. Now for my second favorite map, Kushmuk Forex Park. Now believe me when I say this map is huge. It has endless tracks and possibilities, but sadly I will only be covering 2 in this video. But the 2 lines I will be covering today are the mega ramp and the main line. Let's start off with the mega ramp. To get there you must follow the main line like I'm doing right now until it turns, then you can go off into the mega ramp. For this part I like to jump back and lean back on the bottom of the ramp. See, I didn't do it just then and it failed. Okay, now that I got up here, I like to set a check mark because I don't want to go through all that repeatedly, because I know I'm not going to make this on the first try. I'm going to go through this once with a couple tricks, and then I'm going to add some special flips and tricks into it. So this first time I'm only going to do a double tuck no-hander, front flip, and a 360. Now this next one I'm going to add some flavor, if you will, to it. And I'm just going to do a 360 backflip, tail whip, drop into, or step down into this thingy, majiggy. And I'm going to do a 1260 triple backflip 180. Okay, now moving on to the main line. This part here is kind of confusing for me because sometimes you make it and sometimes you don't. That one you just ride smoothly on. So I'm going to add some tricks into this. And I'm going to do a double right here. Can I do it? Yes! Okay, I did it. Now just tuck no-hander. Then, okay, now that I got up here, I'm going to set a check mark so I don't have to do that over and over again. Now, these jumps are pretty big, so be prepared for that. And right here, I know you have a lot of speed, so I'm not sure. So it may seem like you don't want to jump at the bottom, but you have to. And the reason why I didn't make this one here is because, this whole trail depends, at least starting here, it depends on, the first jump right there and if you get a smooth landing or not. So down here, sadly, is where the main line goes into a bunch of smaller lines. I won't be covering that in today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching until the end. To prove that you did, type Piano Man in the comments down below. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye, guys.